welcome Sarah Pelinka to the stage. Sarah's favorite holiday tradition growing up was heading downtown on a Friday night to see the Dayton's 8th floor holiday display. Walking the skyways and seeing the lights of all the buildings made it even more remarkable. Here's Sarah with Mission Accomplished.
I looked forward to many things when I turned 18. Being able to vote, going to strip clubs, smoking, staying out late, and eventually going away to college. I also had another plan when I turned 18. This was what I was the most excited about. I could not wait to tell my parents I was no longer Catholic. I planned to tell them I never really was, that religion just wasn't my thing. In fact, when I went to Wednesday night religion classes, I made out with John Moga underneath the stairwell. Catholics don't do those things. Lutherans do. As I lay in bed the night before my birthday, I rehearsed my lines. Mom, Dad, I am not a Catholic. No, okay. Mom, Dad, Catholicism is just not right for me. But nothing sounded good or powerful enough to win in an argument against my mom, a real full-blooded Catholic, good at all the things, including guilt. But then it dawned on me. My birthday was the 1st of December. Telling my mom right before Christmas would be unholy or against my religion, my old religion. I decided to tell her on December 26th, Canada's Boxing Day. Because even back then I knew how cool Canadians were. I could even say I was converting to Canadianism. It would sound both religious and patriotic. I couldn't lose. Soon enough, it was December 24th, Christmas Eve, and in our family, this was our big night. Presents were exchanged and a huge feast was shared. Naturally, at midnight, we attended Mass. I was not allowed to say that this was an ungodly hour because indeed it was very godly to attend Mass immediately on December 25th, like immediately at midnight. During Mass, I knelt and stood and knelt and stood. Took communion and winked at the priest. So long, suckers. I nearly shimmied back to my seat. Christmas morning, Mom was anxious and fidgety, and I was freaking the F out. Holy shit, I thought. God had told her. He was literally the only one that knew, and he told her. Then she cornered me and asked if we could talk. I rolled my eyes all the way to the back of my head. Like so far back, I can't even tell you. And she said, "We have something for you." What? Who? God? I responded. Dad and I have always wanted this for you, and we know how much you want to belong to something. Then she handed me a flyer and a ticket. Suddenly she embraces me. My mom thinks I'm joyfully crying, but I'm wretchedly sobbing. My parents have just given me a mission trip for Christmas. Let me rephrase that. My mom and dad are sending me to a foreign country on a Catholic mission from God. I'd like to say all these feelings welled up inside me and I had this overwhelming urge to follow my Catholic path, but that isn't how the story ends. Did I go? Well, of course I did. I begrudgingly and resentfully went on this mission trip to Guaymas, a tiny little village in northwestern Mexico. My first post was painting the chapel, and that did not go well. My second post was in the soup kitchen, and that did not go well. Finally, I begged Tim, my youth leader, to let me go to another post. For those of you without teenage children, you do not know the efficacy and skill of true begging. It is an art form, and teens own this talent. Look, I hadn't showered in 6 days, and hadn't pooped in 4. There was a toad in the toilet, and I just could not do that to him. It's true. In so many ways, I was in pain, and Tim knew it. He decided for his sanity as well as mine that I could go to our last post at the school a day earlier than planned. After taking my first steps into the school, I felt like a fraud. The children were so happy to have me there, but I knew my secret. I would give anything to be back home. I wanted clean linens. I wanted to shower. I wanted a hot meal. I wanted. Immediately, a small boy attached himself to my leg. He was filthy. No shoes and wearing a too small shirt and shorts held up with rope. He followed me everywhere. Arts and crafts, the soccer field, and the reading mat. His smile seemed neon under all that dirt and dust. In a moment of pure exhaustion, I sat down on a bench and tears began streaming down my face. I was surrounded by all these children, yet I felt utterly alone. I had failed at every post and could not find my purpose. Suddenly from behind, 2 tiny little hands covered my eyes. Adivina quién? Guess who? A little voice asked. No sé. I don't know, I responded. Jesus, he answered. And just like that, as Jesus took his tiny little hands from my eyes, it was then that I could finally see. Love, appreciation, helping others. This was my purpose. I never told my mom officially that I had quit her beloved religion. But you know what? I didn't really need to. The trip my parents sent me on turned into a journey to finding myself. And in return, the gift keeps on giving. Thank you, Mom. Mission accomplished.